understand what happened that night. And that's because Jay-Z worked so hard to change the narrative of that night.
I met her that day. I knew she was a star. Like, just her look, the way she walked into a room and her confidence, and she performed in my office. I met her that day. I knew she was a star. Like, just her look, the way she walked into a room.
It appears that Wendy Williams recently released footage of Rihanna that Jay-Z supposedly pleaded with her to keep private, and it may be more significant than anyone anticipated.
CelebTea.
Gorgeous, a step to my self-esteem.
The rumors state that Jay may be directly linked to the ongoing Diddy probe and could face legal action as a result of this clip. According to her, Jay-Z has been frantically trying to hide the footage, which contains important data that link important figures in the industry.
Diddy, and there was a male celebrity who was unnamed at the time, and also a female celebrity.
Well, that unnamed celebrity is now named, and she refiled the lawsuit on Sunday.
Does this have the potential to pull him into Diddy's legal quagmire? Let us dissect it. Recently, Wendy Williams has made headlines. First, her health problems were being discussed, then her financial issues. The rumor that she mentioned Beyonce, however, was what truly caught everyone's attention. Jaguar Wright has now come forward to claim that Beyonce is such a skilled manipulator that she could easily destroy Wendy's career if she so desired.
I just said I'm a fan, but we have to call a spade a spade.
There is a lot of discussion on the internet about how Beyonce's success was not achieved without making some enemies. Some claim that she has forced other musicians out of the spotlight or copied them. Rumor has it that celebrities like her silence aspiring artists by stealing their work and paying them to be silent. However, this is Beyonce, a diva who has always maintained a clean image with her fans and the media, so normally this kind of stuff might not be a big concern.
Beyonce. Yeah, what?
It is not surprising that many fans dismissed Wendy Williams' remarks right away because it is a serious accusation that she exploited her influence to silence up-and-coming artists. They think Beyonce would not go to such lengths to maintain her position of power, even if she were not flawless. However, there are now rumors that Wendy and other insiders have supplied purported receipts that could prove these allegations.
The alleged woman over in allegedly Trinidad with the alleged 10-year-old alleged son, allegedly by Jay-Z. Beyonce's trying to keep up with her.
Known for her daring gossip program, Wendy Williams has never shied away from criticizing the biggest personalities in Hollywood. She has recently gained even more notoriety for disclosing some important corporate secrets. However, it now appears that, like others who have already spoken out, she may be facing significant retaliation. She is making fun of Rihanna, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, of course. Jay-Z and Diddy in particular, who were meant to help Rihanna's career, put a lot of pressure on her. Even though Diddy, Rihanna, and Jay-Z have long been well known, fresh information about their complex connections has surfaced. Although Diddy and Jay-Z have been friends for a while, the resurgence of speculations regarding Jay-Z's previous actions has made people more interested in their relationship. There have been rumors for years that Jay-Z and Rihanna did not have a business connection.
I met her that day. I knew she was a star. Like, just her look, the way she walked into a room.
Jay-Z was referred to as a dog in the lyrics of Beyonce's 2006 breakup ballad, Ring the Alarm, which sparked rumors that it was about Rihanna. However, Beyonce's staff denied that. What actually occurred then? J. Randy Taraborelli, the author, claims that Jay-Z never cheated on Beyonce. He said that Jonathan Hay, Rihanna's publicist, had created the stories to further her career. Hay apologized to Jay-Z and Rihanna in an email to the New York Daily News in 2015, saying it was exceedingly awkward and that he made up the tale.
Jay-Z and Rihanna never did the nasty.
They did not do the nasty, Wendy.
When Rihanna was summoned to the Def Jam Recordings office in 2004, she began working with Jay-Z. As president at the time, Jay-Z was in charge. The young Barbados singer Rihanna claimed that meeting him made her extremely anxious. She described how terrified she was when she first met him in a 2007 interview with The Guardian. Despite allegations, their friendship has endured for a long time. She laughed. Jay-Z immediately thanked Rihanna upon her announcement as the 2023 Super Bowl halftime show is main act. It is evident that Rihanna and Jay-Z support each other's professions and care for one another, despite various difficulties and rumors, such as discussions about an affair in 2005.
I met her that day. I knew she was a star. Like, just her look, the way she walked into a room and her confidence, and she performed in my office.
When Rihanna first tried out for Jay-Z, who was then in charge of Def Jam Records, it is difficult to envision a time when everyone did not recognize her brilliance. Even after her audition went well and she signed a record deal with Jay-Z, Rihanna still felt anxious at that crucial time. Meeting one of the most powerful people in the music world as a Barbados kid is totally reasonable. Feels like just yesterday I was shivering in the hallways of Def Jam waiting to audition for Jay. Rihanna later recalled on her Instagram story, recalling the nerve-wracking event according to the Evening Standard. In a similar 2007 interview with The Guardian, Rihanna talked about how nervous she was when she went to audition for Jay-Z. During the process, she recalled being quite quiet, shy, and chilled. She talked about how strange it was to be seated across from the legendary Jay-Z. I remember being extremely quiet. I was cold the entire time. I had butterflies. I'm sitting across from Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z. I was starstruck. Fans took note of Jay-Z's altered demeanor. Someone wrote, "He was so rude and undermined her with his attitude. Imagine how he treats her and others behind closed doors." Another one added, "I don't see how everyone is saying Jay-Z was being rude. He was just trying to be funny and make everyone laugh. And besides, Rihanna herself brought him on the stage." On winning the Grammy occasion, one person said, "It's so clear that Jay-Z, he is the one who is giving the Grammy to people. That's why he is not that excited and he want Riri to thank him for it." One other netizen said, "The Recording Academy robbed Rihanna's so many Grammys, but has an audacity to post her videos for views." Chris Brown's surprising admission of assaulting Rihanna in 2009 garnered international attention. Chris, however, later gave an alternative account. He claimed that there was a lot of tension between them because Rihanna had given him herpes. Chris asserted that Rihanna failed to disclose her illness to him in a $10 million lawsuit he brought on his own. He claimed that things worsened after he threatened to sue. According to Chris, Rihanna twisted the tale by injuring herself and making it appear as though he was the one who attacked her. Chris claimed in the lawsuit that Rihanna's assault was psychological as well as physical. He described how he became anxious about his health and the possibility of spreading the infection when he woke up one morning with 3 blisters on his PP. He claimed that this revelation damaged both his plans to pop the question and his friendship with Rihanna. As a testament to their romance, which he feels ended due to what he deemed her betrayal, Chris even created the song "Do Not Wake Me Up."
Much light in this window. Don't wake me up.
The herpes claim was just one of Chris's charges. He claimed that he lost millions of dollars in endorsements and employment opportunities as a result of Rihanna's deceit and behavior. Chris claims that Rihanna's account of the attack was a calculated attempt to boost her reputation and harm his career. Their entire battle tale became even more convoluted as a result of these allegations. New rumors began to surface as individuals attempted to understand these charges. Some questioned whether Rihanna had infected someone else with herpes. More controversy was added when a model who had collaborated with her claimed that his relationship with Rihanna also caused him to develop herpes. When we consider the possible initial source of Rihanna's viral infection, the situation becomes much more complicated. According to Jaguar Wright, a well-known music business insider who frequently divulges secrets, Jay-Z may have been the source of Rihanna's herpes infection.
Understand what happened that night. And that's because Jay-Z worked so hard to change the narrative of that night.
Jaguar Wright suggested that Jay-Z, who had relationships with a number of women, including younger musicians like Rihanna, may have contracted herpes and infected others. Wright claimed that when Jay-Z was Rihanna's mentor at Def Jam early in her career, he had an affair with her. If this is accurate, Jay-Z would be directly implicated in the issue, connecting his alleged extramarital affairs to Chris Brown's allegation that Rihanna gave him herpes. This allegation is part of the larger narrative surrounding Jay-Z's alleged infidelity, which has been covered by the media for years. People became more interested in Jay-Z's potential ties with other women, such as Rihanna, after he even came clean about cheating on his wife, Beyonce. These rumors coincide with the period when it was alleged that Jay-Z and Rihanna were involved. At the age of 15, Rihanna began her ascent to prominence. While on vacation in Barbados, record producer Evan Rogers came across her. Rogers expressed his admiration by saying, "If that girl can sing, then holy." As a result, she recorded Pon de Replay, her debut single, which was sent to various record labels. By December 2004, Jay-Z, the head of Def Jam, had heard Rihanna's demo. He was reportedly so impressed with her that he informed her that if she did not want to leave the meeting, there were only 2 options: either sign a contract or go out the window.
There are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. So you was like, where's the pen? Paper, I'm signing.
That evening marked the beginning of Rihanna's quick ascent to prominence when she signed with Def Jam. She released a number of successful songs with Jay-Z's assistance, including the globally popular song Umbrella. There were suspicions that they were more than simply business partners, but people also said they got along well. In his book, Becoming Beyonce, The Untold Story, celebrity reporter J. Randy Tara Borelli speculated that Jay-Z and Rihanna may have been romantically connected as early as 2005. According to the book, Beyonce was so offended by this that she ended her relationship with Jay-Z for a year because she was suspicious. Even worse, there have been other instances where Jay-Z's name has been linked to unsettling rumors. He has been accused on multiple occasions of acting inappropriately toward young women in the music industry. Diddy is not saying much, but other individuals believe he knows more about these topics. Foxy Brown, for instance, allegedly said that her journey to fame as a rapper had a cost, and that it occurred when she was very young. According to rumors, she said that when she was just 15, Jay-Z, who was 27 at the time, took her VTY. According to the report, Jay-Z wanted to be close to her, so he paid for her shopping trips and lavished her with hair and nail services while she was still in high school.
In the beginning, we'd jump in the van, we'd go to Maryland, we'd go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
The videotape of that meeting vanished from her house shortly after, which was the startling part. People are skeptical because Foxy is adamant that Jay-Z was responsible for the tape going missing. That is not all, though. Additionally, Foxy discussed another hidden aspect of Jay-Z's existence. She made a suggestion that Jay-Z and former NBA player Larry Johnson might have been more than simply pals. Given that Jay-Z had previously lived with Larry, who was associated with Jay-Z's clothing line, Rockaware, this appeared to be feasible. When discussing Jay-Z's wife, Beyonce, Foxy did not mince words. She was not pleasant to her and spoke candidly. Foxy even asserted that Beyonce had been infected by Jay-Z, implying that his behavior had a detrimental effect on her. Fans claim that skill was not the only factor in their songs. It was a respectful cooperation. They think Diddy and Jay-Z did not treat each other with that level of deference. Despite being a tremendous hit, many fans believed that the song The Monster had a deeper meaning than it initially seemed.
I'm friends with the monster, the son of my bed.
Beyonce may be connected to Wendy Williams' recent diagnosis of frontotemporal dementia and progressive aphasia, which was formally disclosed in 2023, according to a conspiracy theory circulating online. A moment from 2011, when Wendy made headlines by doubting if Beyonce was truly pregnant, has been cited by fans searching through old footage. Beyonce's baby bulge appeared to fold oddly beneath her dress in an Australian interview that Wendy showed on her talk show, leading to speculation that she might be wearing a fake tummy. Wendy remarked at the time,
Is that a baby bump? I don't know. I was on bed rest the whole time. I'm not exactly sure. But I can tell you, when I would get out of the bed and sit up at a kitchen table, I wouldn't be able to sit like...
Wendy Williams once claimed that she was unable to sit like Beyonce due to concerns about the safety of her back and the unborn child during her own pregnancy. This was recently brought up again by a user on X with the title, "What Happens After Messing with Beyonce and Jay-Z?" They posted a video of Wendy discussing Beyonce's baby belly. The film then demonstrates how Wendy's health began to deteriorate. Furthermore, some individuals now think that her problems started when she mentioned Beyonce. People are beginning to make connections because of Beyonce and Jay-Z's influence and their past responses to critics. However, Wendy's issues do not end there. In a recent radio broadcast, a family acquaintance revealed that Wendy relocated to Florida in 2023. The personnel at Wendy's previous residence informed radio broadcaster Miss Jones that it was several months too late when she attempted to conduct a wellness check on Wendy. Did they sell the unit? Is it on the market? Reaction to the shocking revelation, going on to add, they said, well, you know what happened. She was getting better, she was coming around, and then she started getting sick again because her family's in Florida and people were coming in her circle that they weren't familiar with, like they couldn't get access to her when they wanted. They moved her down to Florida. Wendy's family is concerned that her team may be exploiting her as a result of this. Wendy's son raised his voice, accusing her team of dictating choices for her and even denying her access to her personal bank accounts.
You know, the legends, KRS-One, you know, you put me in there and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, Wendy's a talk show lady. No.
She thinks it is all down to industry heavyweights like Diddy and Jay-Z. It is well known that Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce have won a significant amount of Grammys, making them prominent winners of the coveted honor. But recently, Kanye West has become increasingly irritated, especially with Jay-Z. The idea that Jay-Z's connections and influence in the business may have contributed to Kanye's personal setbacks at the Grammy Awards has heightened Kanye's worries.
There's people I know that tweeted or were texting each other like, he's giving codes away, giving codes away.
Wendy Williams recounted a memory from her days at Hot 97 in a 2009 episode of the Wendy Williams Experience radio program, in which she said that Sean Diddy Combs had allegedly told members of the all-female R&B group Total, which is affiliated with his Bad Boy record company, to confront her. As she described the event, she said, "I got off the air one day, them Total B were downstairs, and everybody upstairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down." Williams clarified that her then boyfriend stepped in and stopped things from getting worse. According to the online statement you cited, Wendy Williams was on the air when she exposed Sean Diddy Combs and others for their alleged wrongdoing. Diddy allegedly tried to get Total, an R&B trio connected to his label, to confront her, according to the comment. Kanye West grew increasingly certain that certain musicians were receiving preferential treatment in the music business as he forged his own distinct career. He believed that Jay-Z's accomplishments were receiving too much attention, which only served to increase their animosity. Despite the immense power that Jay-Z possesses, Kanye has remained steadfast. He continued to question the accepted conventions of the industry and speak out against what he perceived to be an unjust system. Kanye managed to forge his own unique personality in the music industry over his unrelenting journey. Curiously, he also revealed a link between Jay-Z and numerology, which many people think is crucial to the rapper's widespread impact and power today. That concludes today. I will see you in the upcoming video. Goodbye until then.